So I&I Foods by Jus Chill Inc. is a company that facilitates the transfer of food from the global south, this particular case is in Jamaica, to the Rocky Mountain region. And right now what we're producing is breadfruit chips, which is growing to be a very well recognized sensation here. It's definitely finding some well-receptive tongue. And what we do is we source this breadfruit from Jamaica, where there is some peeling, packaging that's done there, so some value added done locally, and then we ship that here into Denver, Colorado, where it is produced into a chips, meeting all the necessary requirements from the FDA, the USDA, and the CBP, and so far it's been finding a market here in the region. So my first interaction with the program was about a year ago when I was putting together an event called Ethnic Dishes, and I was trying to get the program marketed, and one of the platforms that I was marketing the program on was called Worldly Denver, and there was also an event that was posted there from the World Trade Center. And so I became familiar with it then, and I was like, oh, seemed like something I need to follow up on. So I did some research, looked into it, didn't make any move at the time, and then about a year after, a few months after when I was starting up the food production import business, I learned more about it, and it was on my list of places to visit to learn more, get more information, and still didn't follow up on it at the time. Still did not follow up at the time, and then during a conversation with a friend of mine, Patrick, who does cocoa imports from the Cameroons, he mentioned Maricela and said I should definitely reach out to this person because this person is great. They're always like trying to reach out, figuring out how they can assist. And one of these days, leaving the airport, dropping off a friend of mine at the airport and coming back, I was like, I'm just gonna stop by and say hi, find out more about this organization. And it was great that I did, because I've just been able to just plug myself in and learn from so much that the World Trade Center has been able to offer. So far, it's been a very diverse group of services that has been provided, from all the way from accessing finance, learning more about what that looks like, whether it's business development planning, also all the way to logistics planning, figuring out how to best get your stuff imported, what are the rules and stipulation needs to be followed, just like financial literacy. So it's been a very diverse set of expertise, and most importantly is they're not trying to give you a one-size-fit-all approach. They're definitely trying to tailor-made an approach that fits your business need as to where it exists at the point in time. So that has definitely helped to propel me forward. This program is important because it leverages the connections that are made locally, that are developed over years from immigrants and refugees who have come from somewhere else, to actually use that resource that they don't even realize they have, which is the human capacity from back home to bring something new and exciting to the region, to the Rocky Mountain region and the wider Colorado region. And so it is really empowering people to make a difference in the country that they know called home, which is here in the US, by leveraging their talents and relationships from back home. So I definitely see that as an opportunity for them to make a difference for themselves, make a difference for their country, but also make a difference for their new home here in the United States. The program has definitely given me access to a vast amount of experts in the field. There's a huge resource of people here in the Colorado, Denver community who are just so excited to reach out and offer as much expertise as they can to see, young and budding entrepreneurs reach out and just develop. And many of those professionals are members of the World Trade Center, and so them offering up their services are just giving their insights and how you can move forward is just so invaluable. That definitely takes away from the immediate need to go and invest in consulting and stuff of that nature, where I'm just able to access these resources as just being a part of this network and growing my network with people who are experts in the field. I would start this one by saying, I think Nas said in one of his songs, it says, "He who has begun is half done, so why are you waiting?" And from there, I would say the first step, it doesn't matter what small step you can take today to get you in that direction. It's not the size of the step you take, it's the fact that you take action. Because once you get started on this journey and you start making a difference and you start getting reactions that you're actually bringing value to the marketplace, it just creates a momentum in you that just makes you want to keep going. And so I would say just take that first step. Doesn't matter how small that step might seem at the offset, it will actually make a significant impact. And the good thing with growth is always exponential. So take the first steps, you'll see returns, and then from there, you can continue moving forward. And then one of the things of an entrepreneur is that you always pivot. You will always have to somewhat adjust your approach to how you get into the market. But if you don't take that first steps, you will never really know what the correction that is required to actually get you to that point of significant growth in the marketplace. I think it has just offered up a group of people like Maricela, who has just been very, very, very just like, it's like a cheerleader, you know? She constantly makes you feel like you're making a difference, and she's always trying to reach out to figure out how can she assist you to move forward. And with that in mind, I think it's just, those are the important things you need, because when you're going through it sometime and you're not seeing it, it's good to have people who have that vision and who has that clarity to understand what it takes to move forward and just like keep on keeping you going. And so it's definitely the relationships that I've been able to build through the World Trade Center that has definitely been one of the most important assets I've gathered from this. I think this program allows, I know this program allows for the opportunity for the empowerment of people who are moving across borders, who are breaking ties from what they're most comfortable with. And so this program allows the opportunity to reintegrate back into the community or form new relationships in the community that is a valuable asset. And when someone, I think, at least from my viewpoint, is that when someone is useful and valuable to where they now call home, that is probably one of the most important gifts that can be given. And I think that this program gives that gift, which is to become a valuable member of the society in which you now call home. So before concluding, I would like to say that this is a product that has been referenced to in the video so far, and what it is breadfruit chips. It's imported from Jamaica, produced here locally, and so far it's been getting raving reviews in the marketplace. So look out for it. It's going to be coming to a shelf near you, and yep, I know you're going to enjoy it. And when you do, please reach out to through all the platforms that we're going to be having, online, or whether it is that I pop up in a grocery store or one of us pop up in a grocery store. Just come say hello and try the product, and we look forward to connecting with you as we move forward.